Here's your daily updates. Newsman Dennis Daly offers his take on the events of the day in another daily video blog.
Hi, and thanks again, everybody. Well, during the hot season here in Palm Springs, I've decided to take a few days off. So today, let's look back at one of the daily news updates from the past year that got the biggest amount of email. Hi, and thanks again, everybody. Today, I'd like to talk about sound, particularly before modern-day recording. You know, if we want to evoke a mood, we can bring in the sound of some crickets. Or for excitement, we can go to the opening of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway 500-mile race and hear Jim Neighbors singing. Or if we want, we can, let me do that again, fire a gunshot. All of this because those sounds are stored digitally. We can even have a little transition in here, as if a scene is coming to an end. But if we need a mechanical sound effect, such as a telephone ringing, before, let's say, the detective show Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar, we just use a telephone.
Johnny Dollar.
But what about the time before recording, when all those sound effects would have been done live? The greatest example of the use of incredible sound effects was the old radio show Gunsmoke. It won all kinds of awards.
Around Dodge City and in the territory on west, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of gun smoke.
It ran on radio from 1952 to 61, and as Matt Dillon, the booming personality and voice of William Conrad.
Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad, the story of the violence that moved west with young America, and the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man, Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful and a little lonely.
Yes, Gunsmoke had a texture and pacing all its own, but devotees of the show love it because you can hear everything going on. Listen as Marshal Dillon and his assistant Chester, played by Parley Bear, hear gunshots out in the street. Listen as they walk out into the street. Listen for the street noise and everything that's going on. Close your eyes and listen.
Look at them, Mr. Dillon. Them fellows are picking on that poor old man.
Yeah, come on.
Please, Mr. Dillon, don't shoot.
Don't fire, I said.
He done it!
Hold on there. Put away that gun.
It's the Marshal, Dave.
It ain't none of his affair. Come on, old man. When I shoot, you jump. You put that gun down or I'll take it. Don't you try it, Marshal. I warned you. Give it to me. Look out! You made it go off, grabbing it like that.
Mr. Dillon, look.
The bird's been hit.
And so the younger of two brothers, who was always manipulated by the older brother, is shot by the older brother. Listen to the complex sound effects now as Doc Adams, played by Howard McNear, Floyd the Barber on Mayberry, goes to visit Matt.
Oh, hello, Doc.
Hello, Matt. Matt, you got a minute?
Sure, Doc. Is this a professional call?
Well, I don't know, Matt. It's about those Leach brothers.
And Gunsmoke, like many shows, often had a happy ending. Many of them were morality plays. Here's the younger brother, now patched up, who decides he wants to divorce himself from the older brother and lead a sane life of his own.
Marshal.
Yeah?
I guess it ain't right to go around hounding folks and hurting them when they can't fight back, is it?
Well, that's something to learn, Bert. You'll have a chance to learn a lot more. All right, come on.
And for nearly 500 episodes, Gunsmoke on radio painted a picture that is still a legacy in broadcasting and a great historical document about the American past. There's only one person left from Gunsmoke. That's Ray Kemper. He's retired. He was one of 3 men who did all the sound effects for that show. I asked him what he remembers most about radio's Gunsmoke.
I think the camaraderie that we all had together in that show, it was just like we were friends.
And Kemper says in many ways Gunsmoke changed radio drama.
Yes, it did. It was known as the first adult Western. And you use the term adult carefully in today's market. But it was honest and truthful about Westerns and the Western culture.
Yes, Gunsmoke on radio was ahead of its time, and Ray Kemper was right there helping bring the sound to listeners. I'm Dennis Daly with your Daily News Update.